Hi everyone, hope you are doing well and welcome back to yet another episode of AIC Retro Toy Museum. I am making this video in a very big hurry because I am really excited to tell you something really special that has brought a lot of smiles to collectors of GI Joe across India. And yes, I am talking about the GI Joe Retro line. So after a long wait, this line has finally come to India. There have been a lot of delays because of COVID, because of the fact that there was a huge demand in the US, but finally they are in India. And for all those back in America, we are getting them at their actual prices. We don't have to worry about scalpers and people who are trying to flip them. So how did they land up in India? Now it was a complete surprise, to be honest, because there was always news about the 6-inch classified series coming to India, but at least me, I was tracking what was happening on the retro line in India, but I didn't hear any news. So one fine day I was browsing through Flipkart and suddenly I found these action figures for sale and I was a huge rush to get hold of them, because as soon as I was trying to book them, they were going out of stock. So it took me 2 or 3 attempts, but finally I could lay my hands on at least 2 figures to begin with, and they are obviously one of the most sought after figures. It is Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. So this is going to be a fairly long video. I am doing it almost at the first glance. I have really not seen these figures well, so I'm going to look at these videos along with you. So pardon me if this video becomes a bit too long, but I hope you enjoy the journey, and at the end of the video I'll also tell you whether you should go for them or not. So here comes the first figure that I have with me. I have Snake Eyes. So I hope the camera is capturing it well, and my first reactions are that the entire card art and the packaging looks absolutely awesome. I have made a video about my opinion on the retro line and the controversy around it, which you can find in the description, or I will put somewhere on top over here. Let's figure that out later. So here is my first reaction looking at the figure. As expected, the casting or the die is not the original vintage figure. It's basically a reuse of the 25th anniversary line. I think what they have done well is the whole job behind replicating the card art by Hector Garrido. So what are the key differences versus what one used to find in the vintage cards? Obviously the card art has been untouched. It does not necessarily match with the figure, but that's fine. The words "a real American hero" has been dropped. The figure name has been shifted on the top left. I'll also show a Fun School vintage card to give you some idea as to what are the key differences. Lots of safety related hazard messages, age limit messages now complying with modern toy standards, and there is a Hasbro logo at the bottom. In the bubble, it's a single piece bubble with a lot of accessories along with the figure, and there is an instructional card that's there at the bottom. Otherwise, reminds you of the good old childhood days from the 80s and 90s, and this is how the card looks. Quickly going to the back of the card. So this has been the biggest subject of controversy in India. The sticker, the import sticker, you can see the price, it is 1,299 rupees. So roughly around $15 in US money. And the biggest controversy, like I said, is this sticker coming right on top of the file card. So compared to the original vintage cards, the file card in this case comes in multiple languages and really doesn't have that detailed psychographic as well as the background of the character. This obviously belongs to wave 1. I got the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, which I'll show you in a few minutes time, and there are a lot of instructional content. So obviously toys have moved on since the 80s and 90s, and there is a lot of content in terms of all the compliances that they need to do. So these are currently the 6 figures which have been featured here, you have Baroness, you have Scarlet, you have Roadblock, and of course you have Destro. So this is how the figure and the card looks. Am I gonna uncard it, unbox it? I don't think I'm gonna do that, because if you remove the figure from the card, then the whole charm of the retro line goes away. Yes, so that's the irony. Maybe I'll buy another piece to just get the pleasure of opening it and reliving my childhood days all over again. So are the vehicles available in India? Yes, they are, but they seem to be out of stock. I have seen a few people buying the His tank at least. And this is the next figure, which is Storm Shadow. So again, the same problem continues. The card art and the figure are not exactly the same. Obviously, G.I. Joe figure line, Hasbro wants it to be sold in multiple countries. So the words Real American Hero has been dropped. And a lot of the international versions, I have a not so great condition version 2 Storm Shadow from my collection. So you can see some of the differences. Obviously, the key marketing points like fully posable, modern army figures, all these lines have gone. The version 2 Storm Shadow obviously was a part of the G.I. Joe team, whereas version 1 was always a part of the Cobra team. So you can see the Cobra enemy signage over here. This of course is a Fun School. So you have a Fun School logo here and all the key marketing communication, like the fact that it is posable and that it has a battle grip. Everybody's pet peeve, I think, has been the fact that Hasbro called it a 3 3/4 inch figure, but you can clearly see that it is a bit taller than the original vintage figure. Of course, my figure's bubble has a bit of yellowing, but you can clearly see the difference in the height. Coming on to the back, like you can see, in the good old days, it was obviously only in English that you had the file card, and most of the space was reserved for all the cross-selling that they used to do. But in the modern era, you have to comply to a lot of compliance parameters that exist around the world. So this is a short comparison, and if you ask me whether one should buy it, now if you are not hung up on getting the vintage figures and you just want to relive a bit of your childhood, I would strongly recommend that you opt for these figures. I think they make a great display piece if you are already a toy collector, and if you want to again have a little bit of that childhood nostalgia, you can definitely relieve that. So comes the big questions. From where can these figures be bought? I think you need to keep your eyes open for Flipkart. Superhero Toy Store is probably one of the official distributors and importers of these toys, although Hasbro now exists in India as an independent entity. So you can check out Flipkart. You can keep following all the toy groups that exist on Facebook. There is Indian Toy Collectors, there's G.I. Joe Collectors India. So you can keep on following these groups and you will definitely get information if you are in India and if you really want to buy it. The price, like I said, has been 1,299 rupees plus shipping additional, although there have been a few instances when where these figures were also sold at a discount and were retailing at 999 rupees. So that's almost 300 rupees cheaper than what their actual maximum retail price is. So I had mixed feelings whether to get these figures or not, and I am definitely not regretting. And I think if you are interested, just be on the lookout and also follow me on Instagram if you really like the content. And of course, last but not the least, do subscribe to my channel because I do post a lot of interesting content and a lot of stuff on G.I. Joe Retro Toys. So till then, have a great day ahead. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe and see you on the other side. Bye.